Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Cheers Richie. My name is Richie, and if you've been following my Instagram, you'll know that I'm a big whiskey drinker, specifically in the Scotch whiskey. I want to start a series of YouTube videos called The Beginner's Guide to Scotch Whiskey, and there will be 9 episodes in total, so please stay tuned and hit the subscribe button to support my YouTube channel. Thank you. For this episode number 1, I want to teach you the 10 basic whiskey terminologies, and after that, I will introduce you to 10 Scotch whiskey for beginners. Alright, let's jump to the whiskey terminologies. Number 1, malt whiskey. Malt whiskey is simply a whiskey containing only 3 things: malted barley, yeast, and water. No other grains are used in the production. Number 2, grain whiskey. Grain whiskey is a whiskey made of grains such as corn, wheat, or rye. Number 3, single malt whiskey. I think there's a misunderstanding of the word single here. A single malt whiskey is a malt whiskey produced entirely at one distillery. It's not a single batch whiskey or a single barrel whiskey. A single malt may contain whiskeys distilled at different times, in different batches, and even of different ages, as long as they are all from the same distillery. Number 4, blended whiskey. The term blended whiskey has 2 meanings. One, a casual meaning, and second one, a formal meaning. Casually, a blended whiskey is just a mixture of whiskey. Almost every Scotch you buy is a blended whiskey because the distillers mix multiple barrels and sometimes older aged whiskey together before bottling. Formally, a blended whiskey is a mixture of malt and grain whiskeys. For example, Chivas Regal, Dewar's, and Johnnie Walker's are all famous blended whiskey makers. Number 5, age statement. The number on the bottle that tells you how old the youngest whiskey in the bottle is. Every drop of whiskey will be at least the age that's labeled on the bottle, and some small portion might be older. In fact, not all whiskey carry age statements on their labeling. Number 6, new make. The newly clear spirits that run straight off copper pot still during distillation. It's not yet a Scotch whiskey. This liquid must mature in the barrel cask for at least 3 years before being called Scotch. Number 7, alcohol by volume, or short for ABV. It is the standard measure of how much alcohol is contained in a given volume of an alcoholic beverage. Number 8, cask strengths. Whiskey bottled at the alcohol percentage which it came straight out of the barrel cask. Most whiskeys are brought down to a standard alcohol percentage by adding water to the whiskey before bottling for their consistency. In this case, the cask strength whiskey has not been diluted with water. Number 9, Angel's share. This refers to a portion of an aging whiskey lost during maturation in the cask due to evaporation. In cooler climates such as in Scotland, the evaporation rate averages out roughly 2% of the liquid in the cask per year. But in tropical climate areas such as Taiwan, for example, a loss of 6% each year is quite common. Number 10, non-chill filtered. Oftentimes you may see these words non-chill filtered on the bottle of the whiskey. This means that the whiskey has not undergone chill filtration, which consists of being cooled and passed through a filter in order to remove particles that would affect its cosmetic appearance. Whiskey that do not undergo this process often advertise that they are non-chill filtered. It may have some white cloudiness when chilled or water or ice is added. That's it. I hope you memorized the 10 terminologies by now. Just kidding. As long as you enjoy what you're drinking, the technical terms don't really matter. Here, I have 10 whiskeys on the table, and they are all really good for beginners. If you like peaty, or some people refer it earthy, medicinal, and smoky taste, you have to try these 2 whiskeys, the Balmore and the Coilla. These 2 distilleries are located on the famous Scottish island of Islay. If you like smooth, sweet with a bit of saltiness, I suggest you try the Oban 14 years old. If you like fruity, such as apple, pear, citrus with honey and vanilla, I suggest you try the Balvenie, the Cragganmore, the Dalwhinnie, and the famous Macallan. as these distilleries are all located within Speyside region of Scotland. Speyside region is the area along the River Spey, and some distilleries within the Speyside region prefer to call themselves Highland Whisky because Speyside region is part of the Highland region in Scotland. If you like floral and dry oaky taste, I recommend you try the Highland Whisky such as the Dalmore and the Glendronach. Lastly, if you like floral, dry oaky taste, and also want to have some of the smokiness in your whiskey, you should try the famous Highland Park Whisky. The Highland Park Distillery is located on the Orkney Island in northern Scotland. They are known for their Viking spirits due to their culture and histories. Here, I hope you can give all of them a try. I'm gonna try one. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!